Hello and welcome to the call. My name is Dr. Jav. I'm a Forex and cryptocurrency trader. If you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and we shall make a start. Okay, thank you, Karen. Thank you, Mandeep, Olho, Gabriel. And also, please let me know where you are from. What part of the country are you from? I'm actually in the UK at the moment, in the middle of the snow. Where are you all from? Olho from Italy, Leicestershire, London. RSA is in the house. Welcome, welcome everyone. So my name is Dr. Jav. I'm a Forex and cryptocurrency trader, Bedfordshire. Gabriel, welcome from Bedfordshire. I've been trading now for several years, and also I have several e-commerce businesses that I've been running for quite some time as well. Now this presentation, India is in the house. Welcome Maya from India. This presentation will keep down to around say 40-45 minutes. Welcome Aditya from London, and during this presentation, just want to make it absolutely clear, you will not become an expert trader by the end of this presentation. This presentation is only meant to be an introduction to trading, to present you with our opportunity so you can walk away and start trading effectively from this evening. So just bear with me as I pull up my slides, and also during this presentation we will also try and take some live trades. I cannot guarantee this because it depends on the market conditions of the currency pairs, but we will try and do that later during this presentation if we get the opportunity. Now, before I start, a little bit about myself. My name is Dr. Jav. I've been trading now for around 5 or so years, and prior to that I'd spent a few years in corporate and also a lot of time at university. Now, going back a fair few years, when I was young, when I was a lad, my parents told me, Jav, if you want to succeed in life, you need to go to school, work hard, get a good education, and get a good job. And that is what I did. So I was at school and did very, very well, went to university. I was at university for a very, very long time, left university only to start my first job that I absolutely hated it. So my first job after university, I absolutely hated, and I decided to leave that job on the first day. I decided to leave my first job out of university on my first day because I just could not hack it. I was not used to working for an employer. I didn't like being told what to do, and also I did not like being or having a limited income. So the average income in the UK at the moment is in the region of £1,800 net a month. And in all honesty, that's not a lot to live on. And thousands of people, in fact, millions of people around the world have more month at the end of the money every single month. Once I'd resigned from my first job, I bought a ticket to Australia, and at the airport, at Heathrow Airport, I came across the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. I decided to buy it, not knowing what it was about. I think the cover appealed to me, so I bought the book and I read that book cover to cover on my flight to Australia, and that was my first practical, I call it practical, introduction to business, because your business degrees that you acquire at university, in all honesty, the theory does not match with business. I've been in business now for over 2 decades. I've ran many, many businesses, and I cannot relate many things to the theory that I learned at university. I've spent thousands, hundreds of thousands of pounds at university learning from, to attain degrees. But in real life, when you start your own business, it's nothing like theory whatsoever. Now, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, if you don't have a pen and paper with you, please get yourself a pen and paper, because note takers are, of course, money makers. Robert Kiyosaki introduced me to the cash flow quadrant, which you can see on the screen in pie format. Now, the cash flow quadrant basically teaches us that 95% of the world population is effectively broke. It's the 5%, the investors and business owners, that make more than the 95% collectively. 95% of 7.8 billion people, 95% of 7.8 billion people, which comes to in the region of 7.4 billion, which is a huge number, are effectively broke. They have more month at the end of the money. So they are effectively poor, as I was when I was working in corporate. If you want to be financially free, you have to be in the top 5%. That is the only way to do it. Today, what's happening outside in the economy, I'm not going to talk about that in much detail, but the economy is not doing well. Billions of pounds and dollars have been lost off the top end of major stocks all over the world. And in honesty, the small businesses have seen the brunt of it. So many businesses have collapsed. There's bankruptcies going on left, right, and center. And unfortunately, many people have also lost their jobs, and the furlough scheme has ended in many places. And to be honest, economically, the external economy, there's worse to come. Now, obviously, as traders, as e-commerce business holders, we do whatever we need to do online. So whatever's happening outside is irrelevant to us in most parts. And that is why we love doing what we do at the moment. Now, when it comes to foreign exchange or Forex trading, in its simplest form, foreign exchange is the transfer of one currency for another. So you change your pounds for your dollars, your pounds for your euros, for your yens. If you were to go to the USA from the UK and go to a local exchange and make a transaction, change your pounds for your dollars, then you will have taken part in the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world. If you've ever been on a foreign holiday, chances are you have already been or taken part in the foreign exchange market. Now, going back a fair few years, my mentor, he said to me, Dr. Jav, how much money have you made on your money in the last 10 years? How much money have you made in the last 10 years on your money? And I had to think about that question. And in all honesty, my answer was zero, because historically, interest rates in banks all around the world have been very low. This is set to continue for at least the next decade or so. So if you have a bank account, if you have savings, you've made close to zero on those savings. In fact, you've probably made a loss because of a term known as inflation. So because of inflation, chances are you've made a loss because interest rates are so low. So effectively, I've made a loss from my money in the last decade. At the same time, banks continue to make trillions every single day. In fact, the foreign exchange market is so huge, up to $6.6 trillion is exchanged every single day via Forex. 6.6 trillion every single day. Not every single year, not every single month, not every single week, it's every single day. Up to $6.6 trillion is exchanged via Forex. That number is huge. Banks collectively make around $1 trillion every single day. And the worst news of all is that they make it from your money. So although they give you close to 0% in return for your savings, they will continue to make over $1 trillion every single day from the foreign exchange market. So whether you like it or not, you are already part of foreign exchange. Is it not about time that you multiplied your own money like the banks have been doing for donkey's years? Banks have been doing this since the beginning of time, and they do it with your money. Is it not about time that you did the same? Today we will present you with an opportunity that allows you to multiply your money regardless of where you live, regardless of your current work commitments. You will be able to multiply your money, gain money upon money on your money, and compound your growth as we do every single day. Now, when it comes to foreign exchange, it's a 24-hour a day, 5-day-a-week market. You can trade foreign exchange on Monday to Friday, 5 days a week. There's a bit of overlap on the weekend, but generally Monday to Friday is when you exchange via Forex. It does not matter where you are based geographically. Forex doesn't care. You can be based in Africa, in Australia, in the USA, as many people are within our organization. Currently, we have in the region of 400,000 students or customers all over the world, and that number is set to hit 1 million by the end of this year. We will have 1 million traders using our platforms, learning from us, being mentored by us by the end of this year. And trust me, we have an amazing mastermind group. So your location is irrelevant. We have our presence in over 120 countries. Now, when it comes to trading, you do not necessarily have to use all of your money all the time, because there's a system known as leverage, whereby the broker, the bank, will lend you money. And if you choose to, this can be an interest-free loan as well. In addition to foreign exchange, we have something known as digital currency. Chances are you've heard of Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency to the market. In 2009, Bitcoin was conceived. In 2009, the price of one Bitcoin was, let's say, around 10 cents or 10 pence if you're in the UK. The previous all-time high of Bitcoin was achieved in December 2017 when the price of one Bitcoin hit $20,000. Many people thought Bitcoin was a bubble at that point and came out of the market. As a result of that, the price of Bitcoin came down. But again, this week, just a couple of days ago, the price of Bitcoin hit its current all-time high of $47,000. Now, if you were to go back and look at my previous presentations, you will notice that I've been talking about Bitcoin for years. In fact, I actually started presenting around Bitcoin when the price was in the region of $2,000 to $3,000. And even then, I was saying the price of Bitcoin is set to rise. You should become invested within cryptocurrency. And even at that time, many people said to me, no, it's a scam. It doesn't work. However, recently, Tesla, we all know Tesla, Elon Musk from Tesla, I think they've invested over $1 billion in Bitcoin. And the price at the moment is around $46,000, $47,000 for one cryptocurrency, one Bitcoin. In the market currently, they are in the region of 6,000 cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is just the largest, and its market capitalization is in excess of $1 trillion. If you're not currently invested in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, my recommendation is that if you do anything, you should get yourself a Bitcoin wallet and start trading cryptocurrency. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. That is why we are here. We actually train you, we mentor you to trade not just the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world, otherwise known as foreign exchange, but also digital currency and Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and a fair few other cryptocurrencies as well. When it comes to trading, we also have something known as high frequency trading. If you like to have a bit of excitement in your life, you can also do binary options. The other thing I mentioned at the outset of this presentation is that we also have our own e-commerce businesses. And obviously at the moment, a lot of people have noticed this. Certainly those that used to work in an office, many of them are now working from home. And we've been doing this for a long time ourselves. And again, in my particular case, in the last, I think, decade or so, I've been to so many countries, Malaysia, Singapore, I've been to Australia, the USA, Europe, many countries in Europe, and also Africa, and I've been able to run my businesses from my mobile phone. If you have a mobile phone, a smartphone, and you know how to use it, excuse me, you can run your businesses from home, from the beach, from a hotel, anywhere in the world, which is one of the most amazing things about this business. When it comes to e-commerce, we actually train you and teach you how to set up your own e-commerce business, as millions of people are doing around the world. And again, this will not affect your current commitments. If you're currently working in a job, you can still set up your home for work business. If you're currently not working, then definitely this is an amazing opportunity for you, because you want to be able to create your own economy. You do not want to rely on what's happening outside in the external economy. You want to rely on your own economy, where your decisions dictate where you are tomorrow. The decisions you make today will dictate where you are in 3 months, 6 months, a year down the line. It's in that time that you actually started to become your own economy and dictate your own future, rather than leaving it to the government or to your employer. Now, how we teach is through our amazing platform. We have an amazing online platform consisting of over 100 educators or mentors who will train you how to trade the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world. That is how I learned. We have 7-figure traders who trade with us every single day, and they teach us how to trade. All you have to do is copy and paste. If you know how to copy, then you've got this. In the beginning, it might feel a little bit difficult, as most new skills are, but trust me, once you've done it a few times, once you've been on the live mentorship sessions, very much like I'm speaking to you now live, once you've been through the live mentorship, you'll get this. You'll be able to do it, as over 400,000 people are doing currently in over 120 countries around the world. Now, one of our platforms is known as Harmonics. Harmonics is amazing. It's a software that sends you trades every few minutes, and all you have to do is copy those numbers and paste them into another app on your phone. For example, you have the take profit number and stop loss number. Those are 2 numbers. All you do is copy those numbers and paste them onto the MetaTrader app on your phone, which we will show you how to do, and your trade is effectively placed for you. This copy paste system, again, it's amazing, and it allows you to learn and earn at the same time effectively from day one. So all you need is a smartphone, and you can work from anywhere in the world. We have several apps that you can download to your phone, which allow you not just to trade foreign exchange, but also cryptocurrencies, also commodities like gold, silver, oil, and gas. And we do indices as well, like US 30, German 30, S&P 500, which actually form part of the stock market. And again, you can do this on the go from your mobile phone. So the only requirement for this business for you to be able to trade is, number one, to be over the age of 18, and number two, to have a mobile phone. If you got those covered, then you can do this. You speak to any successful trader around the world and ask them about trading, and they will tell you that 90 to 99% of trading is actually mindset. Bob Proctor, who featured in the film The Secret. If you have not seen the film The Secret, please write this down. The Secret came out a few years ago, and it was all about the law of attraction. Now, Bob Proctor is one of the biggest and most well-known personal development coaches in the world. And the good news is that we have partnered with him. And through that partnership, he actually comes on live once every single week and teaches us about mindset and personal development. You can be the most skilled trader in the world, but if your mindset is not there, if you're not personally developed, you will lose on your trades, which is why it's almost impossible to learn how to trade from YouTube videos. We actually hold your hand, we mentor you every single day, and through our personal development sessions as well, we actually ensure that you become a very, very, very successful trader. Now, to get started, we have several packages. I'll just run through these very, very quickly. The FOREX Academy is the basic academy, which starts at $235. The same is the case for the HFX and also the Digital Academy as well. The best package, in my opinion, is the Elite Academy, which has a startup fee of $325, around £250. And for that, you actually learn how to trade foreign exchange. So the Forex markets, you learn about commodities, indices, high frequency trading, cryptocurrency too. So it's the most comprehensive package as well that we have. There's a monthly fee as well, which I'll discuss shortly in this presentation. If you want to learn about e-commerce and set up your own online marketing business, as I did over a decade ago, then the ECX Academy is for you. This is entirely separate to the Foreign Exchange Academy. And again, the startup for this is only $325. If you were to go for the most basic package that we have, which is the FOREX Academy package at $235, you can add on modules to that package. Just a couple of these modules would include, for example, Vibrator, which is our scalping tool. We have Swipe Trades, which gives you currency ideas or alerts every single day. Swipe Coin, which gives you alerts on cryptocurrency. These are all add-ons that you can add on to the basic foreign exchange package. However, all of this that you can see on this screen is included in the Elite Academy. Later during this presentation, my colleague Mandeep, if she's on the call, will go through a live Vibrator training and show you how we scalp the market. We may or may not be able to take any trades depending on the market, but let's see how we get on shortly. Going back to the monthly cost, if you want to waive that cost, all you have to do is introduce two people who are also interested in making money from home. And once they join the platform, you will no longer need to pay that monthly fee. So you can effectively learn how to trade the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world for only $325 via the Elite package. I do not know any other packages in the world that offer the same leadership and training as we do for just $325. What I want to do now is see if my colleague Mandeep is on the call, and if she's here, we can actually give you a live demonstration on Vibrator, which is our scalping tool. And trust me, this is absolutely amazing. You'll love Mandeep. She's been around the blocks of Forex trading for a fair few years, and also she is financially free, and she's been able to do that via this opportunity. So Mandeep, are you on the call?
Yes, Dr. Jav, I'm here. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all doing amazing. So that was, our first half of the presentation by our amazing Dr. Jav. So my name is Mandeep. For those of you outside of the UK, I come all the way from a town in the middle of the UK. It's 2 hours north of London called Leicester. And I remember starting this journey. I remember speaking to my mentor. He sat in front of me and he told me about Forex. And you know what? I looked at the presentation and I thought, okay, well, sounds okay-ish, but I'm not sure what I want to do. So when I first saw the presentation, I was actually working in the corporate world, and life was okay. I was earning a decent wage, but there was a few things. There was a few things, ladies and gents, that were quite not right. Now, I'm in my early 30s at the moment, but I remember my 20s being a blur of just working. Now, let me ask you a question, because this is something that my mentor asked me when I came into this business. He said, look, Mandy, in the last 10 years that you've been working, how much of the income that has flown through your bank account have you actually multiplied? So let me repeat that question again. How much of the income that has flown through your bank account in the last 10 years have you actually multiplied? And I felt embarrassed. I thought, my God, he's asking me a question that I don't want to answer. And the reason being is because it was a big fat zero. And for the majority of the population, the way we, handle our money is like this. We make the money, we spend, and then we save. And then we repeat it the next month. We make the money, we go to work, we get paid, we save some, but then we spend some. In fact, we spend a lot, probably on expenses and various other things. But how many of us actually know how to compound and multiply money? I mean, ask yourself the question, how much income have you multiplied in the last 10 years? And question number two, with what you're doing right now, is that going to get you to where you want to go? So if you're someone that wants financial freedom, you want to travel the world, you want to retire your parents, you want the best home or the best nursery or the best schools for your children, is all of that going to get you to where you want to go based on the job and the income that you're earning right now? And these are some serious questions. Look, ladies and gents, we're already in the second month of 2021. Has your income improved by 1% or 10% or 50%? Because let me tell you one thing, if we stay the same way that we've always earned money, nothing's going to change. Because for things to change in our life, we have to change things in our life. And for me, I got started on the day because I was ready. I looked at the plan and then I looked at my mentor. Now, my mentor, and he's also Dr. Jav's mentor, he's actually younger than us, believe it or not. Age is not a factor in this business. I looked at him, he's in his mid-20s, making great money, 6 figures plus a year. I can't say how much, but 6 figures a year. He'd retired himself, his partner, and his parents. And then there's me, who's, busting her gut, working every day, doing overtime, and I'm getting nowhere near that income. And I thought, what are you doing? I need to know exactly what you do. So when he walked and talked me through the platform and his story, I thought, yes, I'm onto a winning platform. I think I've hit a gold mine and I want to get started straight away. And within 15 months, ladies and gents, I managed to sack my boss. I walked into work one day and I said, listen, Phil, I think I'm ready to pursue a different avenue in my life. And that's exactly what I did. And today, Dr. Jav and I, collectively, we're helping to empower a lot of people out there. How many lives are you going to impact this year? Is it going to be your own, your parents, your children's? Is it going to be your communities, your neighbors, your family? Who's it going to be? Whose life are you going to impact this year? Some people can't even impact their own life, let alone several other people's. But here in this platform, let me tell you one thing, we are not trading on your behalf. Okay, we are not trading on your behalf. You are doing the trading on your own through the use of this platform. Because a lot of people have a perception of, oh, it's trading, oh, be careful, is it a scam? Don't touch that, it doesn't work. Well, let me tell you something, with the right people, the circumstances, and the platform, you can succeed. Because I did my research and I realized that, you know what, I will be handling my own money. I'm not giving my money to Dr. Jav or the platform or the company. I'm doing it myself. And honestly, it was a big game changer. Because guess what? Do you know what I do now? I literally drink my coffee, right? I drink my coffee, I do some trading, I spend time with my family, and it's a really good day. Like, I literally, this is my best life, I'd say. This is my best life because I'm not having to go to work. I'm not having to wake up to an alarm clock. My boss doesn't dictate my salary because I dictate my salary. So if you want to be in a position of power, ladies and gents, you want to give this platform a serious consideration. Because let me tell you one thing, nothing beats dictating your own income and your own time, because we can always earn more money. But one thing we can never buy back is our time. And that's what people crave, not just financial freedom, but time freedom as well. It's all very well having a lot of money in the bank and in the world, but what's the use if you ain't got time to spend it, or to spend that time with the people that you love? So you can have all the money in the world, but no time. And then you can have all the time in the world and no money, but that doesn't make sense to me. But what makes sense to me, the meaning of true wealth, is having both time, money, and health freedom. That is the true meaning of wealth to me. So speaking of which, I'm going to introduce you to a customer. Now, I've given you my testimonial, but let me introduce you to someone all the way in the south of France. She's in property management, and she's someone that came on our platform, and she's doing amazing. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, she's a power woman, and she decided that she wants to create her own economy through this particular platform. So let's hear from Kami. I'm just going to unmute her, and let's hear from her and her experience. So Kami, are you on the call?
Yeah, hi Mandeep. Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah,
Hi,
this
Kami.
is
Yes, it's good to hear from you. So yeah, to tell me a bit about, sorry, tell the crowd a bit about yourself and why you decided to get involved with this platform.
Well, hi everyone. I'm Camille from the south of France. Doing property management last year, we had due to COVID, we had about 20,000 bookings canceled, and that left us with no job. And I was searching online about trading. I contacted a company where I was offered a week, I think 10-day session for £3,000. That would have been for me £3,000, for my husband £3,000. That's £6,000 for a 10 days or maybe a 2-week session where they would teach us how to trade. And I said, after doing my research, you can't know how to trade after 10 days with the IM Academy. Well, before I get there, I was blessed because, as they say, your thoughts are things. I had a conversation with my friend and she said she's working from home. I said, how do you do it? She said, I don't go to job. I stay with my kids and I make my income from home. And I said, I want to know about this. And I'm so blessed that she opened up to me and showed me the path to IM Academy. I signed up immediately, and it has been amazing because it's a company that they teach you. You don't have a limit. It's not a 1-week session. It's not a 2-week session. You have all the time you want in this life to learn how to trade. And I bet you if you give it an opportunity, with less than a month, you'll be able to take a live trade, because Mandeep is always there, amazing, teaching how to take a trade using vibrator. And she'll tell you at times you always get into the trade with your stop loss and your take profit, and boom, you make profit every day. So it's an opportunity while you're learning, you're earning. And then not only that, I was introduced to the IBO, which is the independent business owner in the company, where if you refer 3 customers and those 3 customers refers the 3 customers, you're being paid $600. I mean, $600. And if you refer only 3 customers, you're being paid $150, which compensates your monthly subscription fees. Means you're learning for free. It's an academy where they pay you actually to learn. This is amazing. I mean, I've been in so many companies and no company will pay you such a residual income for referring customers, for growing. This company has really changed my life. Now at home, I can bring in an additional income from IM Academy. I'm learning. And I look forward growing in the company because I believe I'm at the right place at the right time with the right people. That is magic. Because in life, you don't see, they say rich people make friends with rich people. Have you ever heard that? Poor people make friends with poor people. Why do you think, if you have the opportunity to be in a place where people are making 6 figures and they are opening their doors to you, I think I was blessed. And I'm so grateful to be part of this business. And I look forward making 6 figures, believe me, in this company by trading and residual income. And the most important part about it is that you're not only paid you wouldn't be paid residual income only for the 3 people that you refer, but you'll be paid residual income from the people you brought in referred. So this is amazing. I mean, anybody who is at home trying to save some money, if, for example, you save for $1 every day for 20 years, it would give you an amount of money. But then if you invest that money, then as Mandy was saying, you have that compound interest. So go to your calculator and check that out. You can become a millionaire even in by simply doing this, by simply investing your money and making profit out of it. It's amazing. And thank you so much for having me, Mandy. And I'll give it back to you. Hope if you're in this call, you haven't joined yet, please go back to the person who referred you and get on board. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Mandy.
Wow. Thank you, Kami. That was amazing. I mean, she is a real power woman. And I tell you one thing, you know, she really spoke from the heart there, because she really means what she says. You know, she's having an amazing time with the Academy. She did mention a few things about residual royalty income, which is what Dr. Jav is going to be covering a little later on. But what I want to do now is I want to share a product with you that has completely blown my mind. If you can see my screen, I want you to put number 1 in the chat box, because this is something that is helping a lot of people to understand how income works. Okay, so this is basically a product called Vibrata. It's a very, very powerful product, and essentially you're basically given a set of steps to follow to understand whether you're going to buy or sell a trade, because that's what trading is all about. It's all about getting in at the right time and understanding whether you're going to buy or sell a trade. So ultimately, on this particular screen, you can see the currency pair right there, GBP USD. This is actually a trade that I took earlier today. You can see right here, if I just get rid of these candlesticks, you can see a green line, a red line, and the blue line. So the questions that I'm going to ask us all are going to be related to these 3 lines. And then on the far right hand side, you can see the alert panel. Now this alert panel is giving you every day, every hour of the day, 24/5, they're giving you entries into the market. As you can see, look, GBP USD, this trade that I'm showing you now, it came in about 3.5 hours ago. But it was a very, very good trade. This is why I want to show it to you, because the accuracy of this platform is 75 to 80% plus. And if you follow what we're teaching you, you're going to make some really great money, providing you're using appropriate risk management and the guidance and mentorship properly. So in 4 easy steps, you can make money. So step number 1, is there a crossover between the red and the blue line outside of the cloud? Well, the cloud is the purple shaded area here. And we are looking for a crossover between the red and the blue, which we can clearly see right here. There's been a crossover outside of the cloud. Perfect. Step number 2, the current price must be 10 pips above the cloud. Now, the pips, ladies and gents, is the movement in the market. So if I get my ruler and go from the top of the cloud to the current price, my goodness, that's 31 movements, 31 pips away from the cloud. We only need 10. But this is 31, so that's perfect. Step number 2, the red line must be above the blue line, which it definitely is. You can see right there. You don't need to know everything about Forex to answer that question. The red is above the blue. And finally, is the green line pointing up? Right now, it's slightly down. But say if you took this trade earlier today, you could have made more than your 10 pips, because this is a 10 pip per trade strategy. And say if you got in earlier today, you know, say even 10 o'clock this morning, which is about here. Say if you got in at 10 o'clock this morning and you came out, you know, this evening, which is where it's at now, you would have made 100 pips. You would have caught 100 pips. It's insane. It's literally predicted the market is going to go up. And it even told you here on the right-hand side, GBP USD is going to go into a buy. It had a green bar next to it signifying up movement. And look what happened in the market. Purely accurate prediction. So what does that mean in terms of money? Well, right here, it shows you, I mean, we're just going to take 10 pips, for example. But if you put £1 a pip on 10 pips, you would have made £10 on this particular trade. Say if you had, you know, say if you put your risk at £10 per pip and you still caught 10 pips, you would have made £100 literally online. What about £100 a pip? You would have made £1,000. How crazy is that? It just blows my mind every time. And so that's basically just to show you a quick snapshot of what we do. Another very exciting thing that I just want to quickly share with you all is basically the compound calculator. So if you can see this screen, I want you to put number 2 in the chat box, because I've literally just switched my screen. Okay, perfect. So the compound, now remember, Albert Einstein was the one that said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. So I'll expand on that in just a second. But look at this. If you started off with just $200 in your trading account, remember, we're not trading this on your behalf, but you are doing this yourself. So you start off with £200, and with our strategy that we're going to teach you, what I've just shown you, vibrata, you're going to grow your account 3% a day for the next 6 months. Okay, so for the next 6 months, 120 days of trading, and you're going to reinvest everything. You're not going to, take out any of the income. You're literally just going to keep reinvesting 100% of it. And let's not include weekends. Okay, let's not include weekends, because we deserve a break and the markets are closed anyway. Well, look at this. If I hit calculate now, look how insane this is. In literally 6 months from now, from February the 10th, which is today, till Wednesday, 28th of July, you will have grown your account to £6,942. It's literally, I just can't believe it. It's literally insane when you look at it. Okay, say if you grew it even by, let's change that amount to 140, which is 7 months on average of trading days. Look how this changes. Look. It's literally crazy. Look, now your principal amount of $200 has grown to $12,538 by August the 25th. And listen, some of you are probably thinking, yeah, but Mandy, what if I don't win every trade? You're 100% right. You're not going to win every trade. But what if you won 75% of that? That's about, $9,000. $9,000 extra that your boss wouldn't have given you anyway, but you grew that through compounding from just $200. I mean, this is literally mind-blowing. If you understand this, you've stumbled on a golden nugget. And like I was saying before, Albert Einstein was the one that said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns from it, and he who doesn't, he pays it. Are you an earner or are you a payer of compound interest? Let me leave you with that lasting thought, because this completely blew my mind. It's changed my life, and I'm so super excited. So if you genuinely loved what you saw today, get back to the person who invited you here today, and I'm going to pass it over to Dr. Jav to finish off for the last part of the presentation. Thank you very much. Dr. Jav, back over to you.
Thank you so much for that, Mandeep. That was absolutely awesome. Thank you for that introduction to Vibrata, which is our scalping software. Just one second. And also thank you, Kami, for your testimonial. So like I said earlier, we have people trading with us all over the world. In fact, in over 120 countries, and many of them are now financially free. So just bear with me as I pull up my presentation again. Now, as I was talking about before, there's also an opportunity for you to earn an additional income stream in addition to your trading income. This is not compulsory. You don't have to do this. Many people do. And the income, the residuals that you earn from this additional opportunity, you can pump back into your account, and henceforth you can compound an even bigger profit. Now, if you were to introduce people to the foreign exchange package, high frequency package, or the digital currency package, the organization will pay you a bonus of $25 and $50 for the elite pack, the most comprehensive package that we have. Now, when it comes to introducing 3 people to your organization and they register with us, the organization, the company I Am Academy, will pay you $150 every single month. 12 people, you get $600, 30 people, $1,000 every single month. Now, the good news is that you do not need to put that money, that income, that $1,000, you can put that back into your broker's account, or you can spend at your leisure. And for the P1000, the Platinum 1000 package, those 30 people do not have to come from you. Those 30 people can also be part of your team's organization, which basically means that even if you introduce 3 people to the business, and they introduce other people, and you have a collective organization of 30 people, then you will still be classed as a platinum 1,000, and you'll be able to claim that income of $1,000 a month. Just bear with me a second. I think my lights managed to switch itself off, so I'll just turn that back on again. Now, when it comes to the additional income streams, you can actually become a chairman 750, whereby you are now making over $750,000 every single month. And we actually have people within our organization who make in addition to $750,000 every single month. How many people do you know earning almost $1 million every single month and they're working in a job? Trust me, there's not many of them. And certainly when I was in corporate, I did not want to have a ceiling on my income. And in fact, when you're trading, when you form part of the 5%, you actually have an potentially infinite income, as many of us do. Now, again, like I said earlier, this is a totally optional stream of income that you can utilize. And again, many people do this, but a lot of people decide just to trade, and the choice is yours. If you'd like an additional income stream, my recommendation is that you try this out and see how you get on. Now, I'm just going to switch off the screen now. This is the end of the formal presentation. Going back to the 22nd of May 2010, a guy called Laszlo Henriks in Florida, he paid for 2 pizzas, I think they were Papa John's pizzas, 2 pizzas, and he paid 10,000 Bitcoins. He paid 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas on the 22nd of May, I think it was 2010. Today, those 10,000 Bitcoins would be worth, I think, $450 million. Is it not about time that you started to look at this seriously, start to think and act like a bank? Going back a few years now, my mentor said to me, if you want to be rich, if you want to be financially free, you need to think and act like a bank. When you're trading, we are effectively doing that. We're doing exactly what the banks do. But in addition to that, we have the residual income from the business side, as I just talked about earlier, and of course, cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is huge. We are expecting the price of Bitcoin to hit 6 figures. I've been saying this for years. 6 figures, $100,000 by the tail end of next year. $100,000 for 1 Bitcoin. If you're not invested currently, my recommendation is that you do that. Within our business opportunity, we have a 24-year-old making $750,000. How many 24-year-olds do you know earning that kind of income? How many 24-year-olds who may be working are earning that kind of income? There's not many of them. I think, was it last year, a 9-year-old made $29.5, I think it was million just by unboxing toys on YouTube. There was a 26-year-old who made $14 million just by playing games on the internet, just by playing games. We have created multimillionaires all over the world through this business. By being the 5%, you are able to make your yearly income, your monthly, weekly, or even your daily income. Is it not time that you started earning a profit rather than wages, as many of us do within this business? My recommendation to you now is to go back to the person who introduced you to this platform, to this presentation, and let's get you registered. Let's start something different. Let's become our own economy, as many of us have, and let's go for it certainly this month of February. My name is Dr. Jav. Thank you for attending the school, and I will see you all at the top because the bottom is way, way too crowded. Thank you, and God bless.